Good afternoon to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another top 5 video. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing my top 5 favorite pieces that released in Supreme's Fall Winter 2021 collection. Welcome back, guys. It's awesome to have you back. Sorry I haven't been uploading as much on the channel starting 2022 off. COVID's really kicked my ass, man. I have no sense of smell, no sense of taste, and I get like brain fog every now and then, like daily. It's not a fun time. It's not a fun time. Thankfully, I came back with a negative rat test, so it looks like COVID has left me. But it's left me pretty exhausted and with obviously some side effects as well. But I'm looking to come back now, uploading a lot today. Let's get into it. Just before I start this video, I would just like to quickly thank you guys for the continuous support while I've been sort of off at the start of this year. You guys have come through and helped us reach the next subscriber milestone that I set in the previous video, which was 3,240 subscribers. You guys have been wonderful so far in January. It's been absolutely crazy to see the support. You're just amazing. Helping this poor sick man out. I want to see if we can hit the next subscriber milestone of 3,245 subscribers before the end of January. But I also wanted to take a moment out of this video at the start just to thank the public and private subscribers for constantly supporting the channel while I've been, you know, out of action. Without you guys, I wouldn't be hitting all these subscriber milestones. I wouldn't be here coming back to the channel. So thank you for helping me reach 3,240, and hopefully with your continuous support, we can reach 3,245 before the end of the month. Okay, let's start talking Supreme and their Fall Winter 2021 collection. So this season, there has actually been quite a few pieces that I liked releasing in the season. The main issue for me is that I'm Australian, so I can't pick these up at a retail price very easily. In fact, at all, potentially, because in the US, the Australian Postal Service actually does have a proxying service for the US. It's just that I know that Supreme doesn't accept foreign credit cards, from what I know. So my main issue would be paying for it, not necessarily getting it shipped to me. I could pick it up from Japan's online store and use the proxying services that I use to pick up to do that. But yeah, from what I know, there's a markup in Japan for Supreme at a retail, and it's still cheaper to actually buy it from the US. So there are some issues with me actually picking up at retail, and some of the pieces that I want this season, if I was to pick them up on the secondary market, the prices get quite steep, especially with these 5 pieces that I've picked for today's video. The prices on the secondary market for them get quite expensive. So unless they come along in a, you know, like a good price, I don't think I'll be picking these up anytime soon. I really like a lot of the outwear that released in this Fall Winter 2021 season, and that is the main reason that I come to Supreme for their awesome hoodies, sweaters, knits, and just jackets, just outwear in general. I mean, I could go through all the different silhouettes, but basically they're jackets and stuff. That's where I think Supreme really shines for me. The tees, accessories, shoes, skate gear, cool, don't get me wrong, but it's not the main reason I come to Supreme. There are definitely some cool tees, some cool accessories, but I would much rather be buying their hoodies and outwear and stuff like that with the limited cash that I got. Hopefully I can pick one of these 5 pieces up from this season that I'm about to mention at some point in the near future. Now, I'll be discussing these pieces, how much they costed at a retail, why I liked them, how I would wear them, etc, etc. Let's get into it, guys. Let's cover my 5th favorite piece that released in this season. Now at item number 5, guys, we have a collaborative piece, a piece that retailed for $298 US, but the secondary market price is actually doing really, I guess, well at the moment. What we have is the Supreme Mizone knit sweater. Now this was the sweater that released in week 13. It features New York plastered all over it in a, I don't want to say all over print because it's a knit, but it is an all over print design, I would say at least. It came in 3 colors. It came in a black, multicolor, and then a blue. I'm a fan of all 3 of the colors that released, with my favorite going to the multicolor one. I really like this piece because it embodies, I guess, the highlights or the big elements of both of the brands that are collaborating here. It's got Supreme's iconic birthplace, New York, plastered all over it. And then it's got Missoni's staple knitwear that they are known for being applied here as well. It looks like a cool take on a Kuji sweater with its use of colors and its wacky all over design. I think it's really sweet. I think it is actually a overlooked collaboration and piece that released this season. I would love to pick this up in the multicolor in an extra large, and I'm on the hunt to do exactly that. After the many Chrome Hearts, Capital, and Undercover pieces that I want to pick up first. There's a list. Yeah, no, it's a sweet piece. Would love to pick up that extra large in the multi, but I would settle for the gray and maybe even the blue, depending on what kind of prices get thrown my way. I think this is a sweet piece. Would love to hear your thoughts on it, and I'm putting it at piece number 5. Now for piece number 4, this one, it was difficult to pick the piece from the collab that I wanted to put at piece number 4. I was like, do I like the knit sweater more? Do I like the hoodie more? Would I wear the hoodie more than the jacket? Eventually, I settled on the jacket. I had to be real with myself. I was like, look, I got like 10 bajillion hoodies. If I bought another hoodie, would it actually get worn? No, but I would love it. If I bought the jacket, would I wear the jacket? Well, yes, I would. I feel like I would wear the jacket. So, I mean, it was so close between all 3 of the pieces. At piece number 4, I'm going to have the Supreme Thrasher Satin Varsity Jacket that released in week 5 for a retail of $198 US. Now, I really liked both the colors of the jacket, but I thought realistically the one that I'm going to wear the most is the black and red color, but I don't have anything against the gold and blue color that also released as well. Now, the Thrasher Supreme collaboration hits home a lot for me, as my first ever Supreme piece was the, I want to say Spring Summer 2017, but I could be wrong on that. White hoodie, which has the "oh my god, my boyfriend can't skate" graphic on the back of it. That piece was my first ever Supreme piece, and that's why it holds a little bit of, you know, a little bit of a heavier weight in my heart, because it was my first ever piece. So whenever I see Supreme and Thrasher collab, I do want to pick up some of the stuff because it means a lot to me. I love the satin varsity jacket. I love varsity jackets, so it got a big old tick for me when I saw that they were doing varsity jackets. The satin material is a little disappointing, mainly because I just think, like, out of any material that you could have chosen, you chose satin, but I got to think of it as it's going to be lightweight, it's going to be comfortable. I could wear this in the summer because it's not going to be as heavy and hot as like a leather, wool, etc. type of varsity jacket. So there are positives to using a satin material instead. The color combination's easy. The black and red works really well with a lot of the Jordans and a lot of hoodies that I have in my closet, so I could easily style this piece. At $198 US as well, I probably shouldn't be complaining about the material, because that's a really affordable price for a jacket like this. At retail, of course, it's sold out, so it's on the secondary market for around about almost 2 times retail at the moment, maybe a little bit less. I would like it in an extra large, but apparently it came in a 2XL. If a 2XL in the black and red comes at a good price, I wouldn't mind that. If I can get the extra large though at a reasonable price, that's totally fine with me as well. I'm sure an extra large would fit me very nicely. But yeah, just a really solid piece. As I mentioned, it was like neck and neck with the PlayStation graphic hoodie that they released and the knit sweater as well. And I would love to get both of those 2 pieces as well. But I don't know. I didn't feel like they were in the top 5 for me. But definitely pieces I would love to pick up down the line. Again, if they come at a nice secondary price. Price is a big factor if I'm going to pick it up or not. But yeah, I felt like the satin varsity jacket deserved spot number 4. I really like it. It means a lot to me. I would love to pick it up in the near future. Now, piece number 3, guys, we have another collaborative piece. Lots of collab pieces on this top 5 list, actually. I liked a lot of the collabs that released this season, but also didn't like a lot of the collabs that released this season. Either way, this piece, piece number 3, is a reversible jacket, one that I thought was very, very nice in 2 of the 3 colors that it released in. I would love to pick it up. It had a pretty hefty retail, but reversible jackets and knit jackets like this of its nature understandably come with that higher retail price. What piece number 3 is the Supreme Mizone reversible knit jacket that released in week 13 for $498 US. So quite, well, again, quite hefty with the retail, but it's an Italian brand that's known well for its knits. It's a reversible jacket. Like, I can understand why the retail was like $498. On the secondary market, it's not going for ridiculous prices, but it's quite hard to find. I think the people that did buy it initially or bought it quite quickly are actual people that are fans of it, and there's not too many resellers out there that actually bought this collab looking to make a buck. So it looks like the people that wanted it got it, and the people that want it now are going to be scrambling. I would love to get this piece in either the black or the red multicolor. The green, I still feel the same way when I covered the collaboration back in week 13. The green is a little bit too old man, a little bit too swampy for me, but the other colors hit really nicely. It does have co-branding on the back in this awesome embroidery lettering. I still would prefer it not to have that lettering. I feel like it would just look nicer without, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I can definitely deal with some lettering on the back. That's totally fine. And the font is actually quite tasteful. I quite like the font typeface that they've used for that branding, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I thought it was a really solid piece. A piece that, you know, a lot of hype beasts are going to overlook, which is awesome, because then there's someone who actually wants to buy it and wear it, can come in and enjoy. I would love to pick this up in the future. Hopefully I can pick it up in an extra large for a good price. We'll just have to see, guys, but I'm going to put it as piece number 3 from this season. Now, piece number 2, it's mainly the silhouette that has got me so encaptured by this piece, because Supreme doesn't do this silhouette often. They barely even touch it, which I think is unfortunate because I love this type of jacket. I wish more brands did this jacket. Understandably, the jacket and the material they have to use for the silhouette does cost quite a bit more, so not a lot of brands like to go near that, but I love it. So what we have at piece number 2 is another collaborative piece. We have the Supreme Shot The Crow Perfecto leather biker jacket. Now this released in week 4 amongst the other Crow pieces. There were some cool hoodies, a cool workwear jacket that released in that collaboration. If they appear in a nice price, I would love to pick up those as well. But it's this leather jacket here that really spoke to me. As I just mentioned, Supreme doesn't normally touch biker leather jackets. They don't like to go there. There's probably a numerous amount of reasons. Maybe it doesn't fit with the, skateboarding, image that Supreme has. Maybe it's just really costly. They have to bring in Shot to do it, and I'm sure they ask for a hefty sum of money to do it. It always sells out when they do release it, but yeah, it comes in at quite a hefty retail. It comes in at $798 US at retail, with the resale going for dumb money now. I think it's like close to like $2,000 Australian or $1,500 Australian, which is a bummer. I really do like the silhouette of this piece. The crow artwork on the back is really nice. There's this beautiful satin lining on the inside. I would love to pick this up in an extra large, but I can't see that happening anytime soon, because these type of jackets, these are the ones that the collectors, the, really big lovers of Supreme come in and buy and keep, and you just don't see them appear on that secondary market. And if you do, it's for some dumb price that only, I don't know, I don't even know who would pay for it, but it's a price that isn't realistic. It's just a price that they're willing to let it go for, which is unfortunate, because I would love to buy this piece, but I can't see myself buying it anytime soon, but I absolutely love it. It's a sweet, sweet piece that released in this season. I would wear it so much. I would wear it with turtlenecks. I'd wear it with just tees. There are so many different things I would wear this with. It's just a sweet piece. But yeah, I'm putting it at number 2, guys. I would love to pick it up at some point. Now, last but not least, we have another leather jacket. Can you guess which one it is? I mean, was there actually more than 2 that released this season? I don't even know. But this piece is the only piece that's a seasonal piece. Wow, that's really sad to say, isn't it? This is the only seasonal piece that's in my top 5. This piece, oh man, give it to me in any color. The black or the multicolor. I'm a fan. It's guilty. As soon as I see leather jacket, I'm like, ooh. It's a varsity jacket. Who would have thought? Daniel likes the varsity jacket. I know. I'm a sucker. What we've got is the pebbled leather varsity jacket that released in week 1 of Supreme's Fall Winter 2021 collection, for a retail price of $798 US. Now, this piece would be a piece that I would be more inclined to spend that type of retail price on. What it is, well, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory with just the title. It's a leather varsity jacket with not too much going on. It's got a leather strip on the left breast that has been bolted into the piece. The leather strip obviously carves out the S for Supreme. Then on the back, this is where I really like it, we've got Supreme done in like a gothic font style, with each letter done in a leather strip that has been bolted onto the back of it. I really love the style of the lettering. I love that it's been bolted onto the piece. Those rivets, or the little, like, I don't know, metal little thingies that are holding in the letters, it just looks sick. Now, I love it in both colors. Like, I love the black on black. Classy, classic, easy to wear. Could wear it with hoodies, could wear it with turtlenecks, could wear it with literally anything. So easy. Black, easiest color to wear. Then we have like the psychedelic acid wash color, and I think that's sick, man. I've never seen a leather jacket being done in that type of wash before. I don't know if it's pulling reference from some like vintage leather jacket that I've never seen in my lifetime, because Supreme loves pulling influence from a lot of vintage pieces that you just don't see on the internet these days. But I just love that like take on it. I love it in either the black, I love it in either the psychedelic colors. If I could, I would get it in both, but I'm not made of money. And YouTube ain't paying those bills, so yeah, oh man, it's just sick. Like, I'm a sucker for leather jackets. I have so many in my wardrobe. It literally makes up the bulk of my outwear section. Like, I just love leather jackets. They're just awesome, and especially vintage ones. And this leather varsity one that Supreme did for week 1, it just hits, man. I don't know, it really speaks to me. Like, this is a piece I could see myself wearing every day, except for when it's summer, because then that would be the sweatiest piece to wear during the summer. But like during the cold days, I could see myself wearing either of them. I love it. It's definitely my favorite piece this season. The resale price of them at the moment is like 1.4, 1.5k Australian. Not ideal, but I could do it. I don't really want to do it, but like I could. I'll just have to see if that comes up. Like, I don't know. Maybe one day, hopefully one day, because I would love to own either or. It's a sweet piece, and it's definitely my favorite piece that released this season. I know you guys will feel very differently about that. I would love to hear about that in the comment section below. How do you feel about the 5 pieces that I've listed here? What are your top 5? Please let me know anything you have to say about the 5 pieces I've mentioned down in that comment section below. Well, that's all I gotta say about Supreme's Fall Winter 2021 collection and my top 5 favorite items from it. All of its outwear, really. I mean, I don't know if you count the knit as outwear, but I don't know, man. I'd love to pick up any 5 of those pieces. There was like on top of these 5 pieces that I've chosen, there was actually like quite a few pieces that released this season that I'd like to pick up. I've just got a lot of chrome hearts. a lot of capital, a lot of undercover that's on my list. Just need more money, man. Need to get my money up so I can buy more stuff. But like, it's so tough, isn't it? It's don't get into streetwear and fashion, man. It just kills your bank account. Don't do it. It's not worth your time. But yeah, no, some awesome pieces this season. I would love to hear from you guys on your thoughts on my pieces that I picked, your pieces that you picked for the top 5, and also what you picked up from this season. I mean, there were, you know, quite a few weeks to pick up pieces from. I want to hear what you scored this season. You know, how's it been going? What'd you get? Everything like that. Let me know everything to do with all that down in the comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep doing more Supreme content on the channel, you got to give me the 3 indicators, which is leave a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and the best indicator that you can give me is, of course, a subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to aim for the new subscriber milestone that I set at the start of this video, which is 3,245 subscribers. Hopefully with your guys' continuous support, we can reach that milestone before the end of January. But that is everything I have to say about my top 5 favorite items from this season, guys. I will be looking forward to covering the new Spring/Summer 2022 season when that eventually, you know, comes around. But until then, until the next Supreme video, until the next Streetwear Talk video, until the next top 5 video, guys, I'll catch you later.